Grand rising, beautiful souls, fellow star seeds and seekers of truth, knowledge, wisdom, and love. I'm Adam, and I'm here to bring you all the new moon mystic guidance for the collective, as well as all 13 signs from Aries to Pisces, including Ophiuchus. But first, I just want to say to all of you out there who have had any loved one in your life, serve the military and may have lost their lives, happy Memorial Day, and we thank them for their service. So, getting into this, the new moon in Taurus in the 5th house, highlighting creativity. It's like a fertile garden waiting for seeds of creativity, joy, and self-expression to be planted. This is a grounded yet sensual lunation, perfect for birthing new artistic projects, romantic adventures, or playful ventures that reconnect you with what makes you feel alive. The 5th house is the heart stage. It governs love, children, passion, projects, and unapologetic authenticity. This is the natural house of Leo. So, being the inspirational leader, the charismatic one, the one that knows how to play. Taurus, with its earthly patience and eye for beauty, invites us all to create something lasting that reflects our true values. Maybe you're finally ready to launch that creative side hustle you've been thinking about. Maybe you're ready to start a new chapter in love. Or simply, maybe you're ready to make more space for pleasure in your life. And now is the time. You can manifest what you truly desire and be very creative. Use your imagination. So take this time to treat your creative process like a sacred ritual. Slow down. Indulge your senses, all of your senses, and trust that beauty grows with consistency. Consistency is key. Make time for what delights your inner child and doesn't demand immediate results. So that is key in this. Allow the inner child to come out and play. Some possible outcomes here in the world. We might see a rise in earthly tactile art forms, a focus on sustainable design, or even shifts in the entertainment industry that favor heartfelt storytelling over spectacle. There could also be breakthroughs in child-focused education or initiatives that empower people to find joy through hands-on learning, because Taurus is physical, it's an earth sign, hands-on learning and creation. Overall, this new moon reminds us all that creativity isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for a well-fed soul. And also, I'd like to share with you all that not only does the new moon enter Taurus, but Mars enters Leo. Mars is going to enter Leo today as well in the 9th house, and that's going to be revolving around later education or higher education, any way you see fit. So the fact that Mars is entering Leo, there's a fiery push to take bold strides in the realm of higher education, philosophy, and your very own personal truth. Mars here brings drive, passion, and maybe a bit of pride when it comes to what we believe and how we want to express it. So can you imagine? Mars is the fire, Leo is fire, and the 9th house is also fire because Sagittarius rules the ninth house. So there's a lot of fire going on, a lot of passion. When it comes to what we believe and how we want to express it, you might feel an intense urge to return to school, teach something you're passionate about, travel for more knowledge, or finally write that thesis, blog, or even book that's been stirring inside of you. Leo's energy adds charisma and confidence to get it done, but also a desire to be seen, to truly be recognized. As for Leo, Leo likes the spotlight, right? So be recognized and seen for your ideas. This is a great time to step into leadership role with academia or apply to that grad program or even build a platform where your wisdom can truly shine. So don't just chase credentials, pursue what lights you up, what truly resonates with you. Use this energy to refine your voice and share your perspective with courage. But also remember, stay open to other views along the way. Some possible worldly outcomes. We may see louder debates around education, passionate student activism, or charismatic thought leaders rising in public disclosure. Universities might spotlight more dynamic, creative approaches to learning, or clash with traditional structures. On a collective level, it's time to challenge outdated beliefs and energize the pursuit of truth with heart. And that also goes and ties with Pluto being in Capricorn, because Pluto is all about the destruction and rebuilding of whatever is going on, and the fact that Pluto is in Capricorn, truly, 13 sign astrology we're talking about here. There is a rebuilding of education, of authority, of all establishments and buildings, foundations happening now. So it all ties together. It's just like your body. Your body is whole. If you're missing a finger, obviously, your body's not whole. So all appendages, all body parts make the collective. Just like when it comes to astrology, all the planets, all the signs, and all the houses work together to create this cosmic dance throughout life. Alright, so let's take a look at these cards to get more mystic guidance for the collective, and then we'll get into the rolling of the dice for each of the signs. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. So, we have here Pachamama. Pachamama is just like Mother Gaia. You're going to take time to tune into nature, tune into the earth. And then we have here Dark Night of the Soul. Life brings new meaning. So remember that. There might be something going on. For example, if you neglect your inner child is going to give you something to really tune into. So life can bring new meaning when you're going through that dark night of the soul. Then we have here third eye vision. Reclaim your mind. Tune into what your heart is telling you, and align your heart and mind. Reclaim your mind. Tap into the third eye vision. Then we have here Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Remember, the magic has been within you all along, and it's time to awaken that magic that resides within you. And then we have here Truth is my teacher. And you can see, when you're on that path of the truth, of the light, truth becomes your teacher. Alright, now let's get into your mystic guidance for each of the signs, starting with Aries. Here we go. We're live. We're rolling the dice. Aries. Aries, the ram, the warrior, the pioneer. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. And we have here the moon, which is all about your emotional needs. In Libra, finding that balance, finding that creativity, finding that artistic flair, finding the equality in the 11th house. The 11th house, the natural house of Aquarius, so it could be your social groups, your friendship circles, finding emotional balance within them. Also, your own goals, and the we collective experience as well. Finding balance for you, Aries, during this new moon. Finding balance with your goals and your friendship circles, your social groups. Alrighty, now moving to Taurus. Taurus, the bull, the steadfast one. Taurus, the planner. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. We have Jupiter. Jupiter's all about luck and expansion, even growth. And then we have Gemini. Gemini's all about gathering all that information, any type of information, like using all your senses to gather the details, all that information. And then the 12th house. The 12th house is the dissolving of the ego, the false self, completions, even becoming a new self, and also making those sacrifices which can bring that inner growth and tapping in to your hidden strengths during this time, Taurus. And of course, the new moon is in Taurus. So exercising your creativity, communicating what you're experiencing when it comes to going into other realms as well, because the 12th house is the natural house of Pisces. That's the dreamy realms, even illusions you tap into, getting into some lucid dreaming, clearer thoughts, out of this world type of thinking, experiencing other realms. This is your time, Taurus, during this new moon. And now moving on to Gemini. Gemini, the twins. Gemini, the thinker. Gemini, the communicator. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. We have here the South Node. It's where you're coming from, where you don't really want to dwell, and that's Cancer. So the opposite of Cancer is going to be Capricorn. So you're going to want structure. And then the 9th house, the opposite of the 9th house, is the 3rd house, which is your natural house, Gemini. So finding structure in the way you're communicating with your friends, your family, finding structure in where you're coming and where you're going, whether it's to the post office, the gym, the grocery store, finding structure, discipline, and even that drive, that ambition to go places. So remember that, Gemini, during this new moon in Taurus. And be creative. Exercise your imagination. And now for Cancer. Cancer, the crab that goes from side to side towards its goals, never straight on. Cancer, the nurturing mother. Let's see what mystic guidance we have for you. We have the South Node. It's where you're coming from, where you don't want to dwell. And that's in Aries. So the opposite of Aries is going to be Libra. So it's all about finding that balance. You want to move to balance, equality, art, diplomacy. And then the 7th house, the opposite of the 7th house is actually the 1st house. So for you, Cancer, it would be important to find balance with yourself and other. That could be your partner, could be a one-to-one relationship, marriage, even your own shadow self. It's finding balance, getting to focus more on yourself during this new moon, Cancer. Learning to nurture yourself more. Alright, now moving on to Leo. Leo the lion, ever so playful. Leo the charismatic, inspirational leader. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus. We have here Mercury. Mercury is all about communicating. There's so many ways to communicate, using all your senses, collecting data. It's the electronics, it's the technology, it's the information. And then we have Aries, so it's initiations. It's doing something that could allow you to be a pioneer in whatever you decide to do. And it's overcoming any challenges or obstacles. Being a warrior, could be a warrior of peace during this time, Leo. And then we have the third house, which is the natural house of Gemini. So could be with your relatives, your neighbors, short trips, early education, you name it, Leo. It's all there. Correspondence of some kind, and taking that initiative, being a pioneer when it comes to the communication, the neighbors, networking, negotiating. That is what's in store for you for this new moon in Taurus. So embrace it, Leo. Now we move on to Virgo. Virgo the maiden. Virgo the analyzer, the critical thinker. Virgo the intuitive nurse. What mystic guidance do we have for you? And we have here, looking like Jupiter in Capricorn in the first house. So for you, Virgo, I would encourage you to find inner growth and tuning in to your physical body, tuning into you, your own self, finding that structure, that discipline, that ambition. And even if you feel like you want to give up, learn to persevere, because perseverance is the greatest gift of Capricorn. So that growth, that luck, that expansion, that structure, that discipline, when it comes to you, yourself, Virgo, even your physical body, tuning into your body's needs. What is your body telling you? Are you listening to your body? And that's what's in store for you for this new moon in Taurus. Now moving on to Libra. Libra, the scales of justice. Libra, the balancer, the diplomat, the artist. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus. We have Venus. It's all about what you truly love and value. Tune into that, Libra. What do you truly love and value? Then we have Pisces. Pisces, the dreamer, the intuitive, compassionate, empathic. Tune into your intuition, Libra. And then the ninth house, the natural house of Sagittarius. That's where you go on those long journeys, those trips, those spiritual journeys, that later education, your own beliefs, your own philosophy, your own spirituality. Tune into that at this time, Libra. What are your dreams telling you? How are you feeling around others? Tune into that. Where are you going on your trips and spiritual journeys these days? Let the new moon in Taurus in this fifth house, highlighting creativity, assist you on your journeys. Alright, now moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio the Scorpion. Scorpio, the deeply emotional, investigative one. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus. We have Mercury in Libra in the 11th house. So Mercury, once again, communicating what you're truly communicating during this time. Finding balance in that communication with your friends and your social groups during this time, Scorpio. Communicating your needs with the needs of the others and investigating those situations. Communicating what you want your future to be like. Finding that balance to achieve your goals step by step, little by little. Alright, now, Ophiuchus, let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. Ophiuchus the serpent bearer, the keeper of the esoteric wisdom, Ophiuchus the wise one. We have Pluto. And Pluto is all about transformation, the transformational experiences that you find yourself having during this new moon in Taurus for you, Ophiuchus. And then Leo, that inspiration, that drive, that charisma, that passion, that desire, that playfulness, that childlike wonder. And the 5th house, so you got the double action of Leo. So Ophiuchus, I encourage you to have these transformational experiences as you tune in to your inner child. Let your imagination flow freely during this new moon in Taurus and see where your imagination can take you. Alright, now Sagittarius the centaur, half man, half horse, the adventurer, the optimistic one. Sagittarius the seeker. What mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus? We have here Neptune. Neptune is all about the dreams, the lucidity of things. Sometimes illusions, so be careful with that one, Sagittarius. And also finding that compassion and the sensitivity of things. And then we have Scorpio. Scorpio is all about investigating the situations. It's all about tuning into your emotions. And then we have the 4th house. The 4th house, the home and family life, Sagittarius. Tuning into your feelings, your thoughts, your understandings, your dreams. What are your dreams telling you? Investigate during this time, Sagittarius, your home and family life, where you find nurturing whoever you're with during this time, Sagittarius. Do your investigations. Analyze your dreams if you have to. Tune into your emotions and find nurturing in different ways for this new moon in Taurus. And also use your imagination when you are doing your new moon manifestations. Alright, now Capricorn the goat, the structured, disciplined, ambitious Capricorn the builder. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus. We have Uranus the awakener, the giver of the psychic gifts and talents. And then we have Libra, finding that balance, that artistic flair, that diplomacy, harmony. And then we have the 4th house, the home and family life. Even deep psychological roots, even genetic roots, Capricorn. Tune in to the awakening of the ancestors. Tune in to the harmony with the ancestors and the earth. Capricorn, tune in to your own awakening during this new moon in Taurus. Write down your dreams. And if you have any vision quest or anything like that, write those down too. Any thoughts that come to you, write those down. Because Uranus is there, the awakener, during this time, Capricorn, for this new moon in Taurus, to bring the balance, to give you that time to go within, nurture yourself as you nurture others. Alright, now Aquarius, the water bearer, the psychologist of the zodiac, the psychic scientist. What mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus? We have, believe it or not, the moon, your emotional needs, and then Taurus. You can't even make it up, Aquarius. So you got the moon in Taurus, so your emotional needs, finding security and safety within your own emotions. And then the third house, which is the natural house of Gemini, communicating and finding that security and safety with your relatives, your neighbors, your negotiations, your networking, your correspondence of all kinds. Tuning into that, Aquarius, and really finding and fine-tuning your character, tuning into your authentic self and communicating that with others. Alright, now Pisces, the two fish, the one that swims towards the spirituality while the other swims towards the material world. Pisces, the intuitive, sensitive, compassionate, empathic Pisces, the dreamer. What mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Taurus? We have here the North Node. The North Node is what you truly desire during this time, and it is in Pisces, which is all about you, Pisces. And then we have the fifth house, which is the natural house of Leo, your creativity, your romance, your leisurely activity, your projection of the self. So tune in to your own imagination and be creative. Have fun during this time, Pisces. And if you need to, laugh, watch a comedy, or get with one of your friends or family members that makes you laugh whenever you're around them. Take this time to have fun. Get in touch with your inner child during this time, Pisces. And also, smile more often. Alright. Thank you all for coming once again for the moon messages. Especially for this new moon in Taurus, attached also with Mars entering Leo. So, this new moon sounds like a really interesting, fun time. So have fun, be creative, and don't forget to do the new moon manifestation as well. Thank you all for being here once again. And remember, keep glowing in love.